Chapter 11 Unlock New Features, God #039, S Guidance. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Late 6th Era, Prosperity and Decline, and the insects that have evolved larger and larger cannot fly in the sky. They are trapped in land and sea, and the resources in Tianyuan realm are exhausted, and there are not enough insects to eat. The troubled insects try to find a way out, and there is a generation of unicorns trying to fly to the universe alone. He succeeded and he failed. The moment the unicorn was freed from gravity and exited the world barrier, the unicorn died. The two-pronged rhinoceros beetle began to decline, along with the rest of the insects. End of the 6th Era, the ravaged plants were overwhelmed and died and became extinct in droves. The struggling two-pronged rhinoceros beetle was completely in decline. The death of the last generation of unicorns symbolizes the failure of this path. The other branch, the sea spider, has not grown in 6 epochs, is still struggling, and is very happy. Seeing him get up a tall building, seeing him banqueting guests, seeing his building collapse. Subai read this, quite emotional. At the same time, the real hammer, meteorites are not natural disasters, there are deeper reasons behind it. Is it a hidden plot caused by Cthulhu's call? Subai guessed, he remembered the last simulation, popping up from time to time, and there were inexplicable fluctuations in the universe. The octopuses have engaged in some sacrificial activities, which may have attracted the attention of some beings. At present, I don't have the strength to spy on it, and I will have the opportunity to dig this line in the future. Subai continued to watch. Sea spiders are more tenacious than they think. While the land is doomed, they are still struggling. After 6 epochs of growth, the Tianyuan realm has grown to 28 kilometers. At this time, it keeps shrinking. Middle of the 7th Era, the world is going backwards, a large number of plants are extinct, oxygen and aura are attenuated, and there are no creatures on land. Sea spiders are still happy, but due to this, a large number of offshore territories were abandoned, and many tribes died. Late 7th Era, 99% of all insects and plants on land went extinct. Mass extinction of plants and animals in the oceans. 8th Era, the sea spider is still struggling. At the end of the 8th Era, there are no animals on the land, and 90% of the creatures in the ocean are extinct. Tianyuan realm weakens to 10 kilometers. Yes, the 8th Era of hard work, once returned to before liberation. Subai understands something, stubborn words all the way. After exhausting the world's resources, he can't make ends meet, and he can't get out of the universe and pull back the starry sky resources. It is slow suicide. According to the teachers, the world master cultivates the forces of civilization. There is only a novice village in the planet. You can really experience, hunt for treasures, and get to the universe. Otherwise, how many resources are there in the world? How much energy can you rely on passive sunlight? For the world to rise, the first thing is to take the initiative and hunt in the sea of stars. Next, Subai takes a bit of a surprise. With 98% of marine life dead, sea spiders die in large numbers. The number of people was reduced to a few hundred, but they didn't die. Relying on the only nutrients in the seawater, and even the sunlight on the sea surface, it evolved the function of dormancy, constantly falling asleep. Middle of the 9th Era, the sea spider is still struggling. 10th Era, after the sea spiders woke up, there was a breeding campaign, and after a little expansion of the race, they continued to sleep. Happiness +5, pleasure +10. Ding dong. Congratulations on reaching the milestone in your simulation time. Unlock new feature, God's Guidance. Reward creation value +500, a talent upgrade card. Only the first reward. In the 10th Era, is there such a big surprise? Subai smiled, which was definitely a big surprise. He hurried to check out the new features, God's Guidance. At key points in history, you can take action and let the creatures choose which direction to develop. For example, landing/staying in the sea, evolving body/strengthening spirit, using fire/extinguishing fire, etc. Nice feature. Subai's eyes lit up, and his control over simulation was naturally higher. As for that card, it made him even more excited. Talent upgrade card, after use, raise the selected talent to a higher level. Wonderful! What if I use the guaranteed orange talent? Holding the card in his hand, he was eager to try it, but, it hurts. The simulation continues, the sea spider is not dead yet. At the end of the 10th era, even if there are fewer and fewer clansmen, the place for survival is getting narrower and narrower. The sea spiders living in the corners of the Gobi still haven't given up their resistance. On the contrary, they are still very happy, no one to fight with them, no enemies to kill them. 11th era, Subai's mentality is a little broken. How long is the cooling off period this time? Don't worry, come out and die. His curing talent has not been used today. Is it difficult to achieve solidification of a Cthulhu? Seems to sense Subai's mood. When the time entered the 12th era, something changed. The 12th era, you look at the Tianyuan realm, which has degenerated to 2 kilometers, and you are extremely disappointed. Speechless to the stubborn sea spider on the bottom of the sea. The branch route appears, please make a choice. 1. Let the sea spiders live and see how long they can live. Will there be a big gift box floating in the universe and let the Tianyuan realm rise? 2. God was impatient and took the initiative to destroy the world. It's useful so soon. Subai was overjoyed and decisively issued an order of destruction. You took action, causing the underwater volcano to erupt and the sea spider to go extinct. This simulation is over, and there are 12 eras of survival. A total of 400 creation value was harvested. Cooling period, 120 minutes. Subai's heart was beating. It took 2 hours, it's past 7 o'clock at night, the 5th simulation will start at 10 o'clock, there is not much time left for yourself. If he doesn't get a good talent, he can only choose one of the short ones to solidify. However, in the later period, he seemed to have figured out a little pattern. Can God's simulator be changed because of its own subconscious? Coupled with the newly unlocked functions, it will be much easier for you to explore in the future and end the simulation early. 1. Unhappy, the Great Flood wiped out the world. This is called a God simulator. Subai took stock of this harvest and intelligence. Chapter 12 The Orange Talent that finally came, Projection of the Heavens. Ask for a flower Evaluat. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Please solidify one item from the following options. Note, if you want to keep the last tentacle monster forever, you need to spend 100 creation points to permanently solidify. Subai said without hesitation. Permanently cure the king of tentacle monsters. That this is the only extraordinary creature that he currently has, the curing is successful. Apart from that, on the latest simulation interface, a line of text introduction appeared, unicorn, bamboo insect spider, sea spider. Temporarily solidify the unicorn. Subai thought about it, and chose the strongest king of the insect era. Although sea spiders live a long time, they rely on. As long as I'm useless enough, no one will hit me. At present, the total creation value has been 3,200, which is a small profit, but the cooling time is too long. Subai's consciousness returned to reality, and he opened the window and breathed a sigh of relief. He picked up the ballpoint pen again and wrote and drew on the notebook. Preliminarily judged that Cthulhu's call can cause inexplicable fluctuations in the universe, attracting meteorites. This seems to be a disaster at present, but sometimes it is a good thing. Instead, it points out that there are enemies and resources in the universe. That he picked up his mobile phone and searched for star information. The sky is vast. Crisis and opportunity coexist. Just pick up a stone and go back. It is a meteorite, worth 1,000 gold. Ordinary creator, the biggest income is to let his subordinates go out of the universe to pick up garbage. Meteorites are brought back to the world and turned into land, increasing the origin of the world. If you find some ice cubes, it's already a bumper harvest. As for treasures like cards, it is a fantasy. It is the same as the probability of picking up a piece of dog head gold on the side of the road. Many creators are lucky to keep the world from going backwards. Many world leaders are poorly managed and cannot make ends meet. Sell the world. Even the collapse of the world is normal news, and Su Jing can rely on the meteorite clue, and slowly dig. Of course, first of all, he must have the ability to resist the first wave of meteorite impact. There's not much time, the last few waves of simulation, quick battles and quick decisions, mainly focus on brushing talents. Go Dao can't get through, and if the resources are exhausted, it's a dead end. Be sure to rush out of the universe before running out of the world's heritage. Cthulhu's talent has a hidden plot, and other talents should have similar. Pay more attention to the details in the simulation in the future. Just as he was thinking, the phone vibrated. The squad leader Chi Lancer sent a text message. How about running the world at home? Have you awakened special energy? Hehe, I was in the starry sky just now, and I encountered a cosmic storm, and even the temperature of the world dropped to -20 degrees. The villains that I finally cultivated are all dead. Oh. Subai was taken aback. The squad leader is so unlucky. Cosmic storms have been encountered. Doesn't that mean that the innate is going to lose a step? That he quickly sent a message and asked. The creatures are dead. Did you seek help from the school? I remember there is a kind of gene card. After using it, it can directly give birth to a specific creature in the world. With your potential, you should be able to apply for it in advance. In a cozy suite 10 kilometers away from Subai's house, a young girl with a ponytail snorted happily. Finally answered. The girl replied gracefully. I asked them. My situation is rather special. Most of the creatures died. A small part seems to have adapted to the low-temperature environment. That cosmic storm has changed the properties of my world, and it is now a world of ice and snow. The world consciousness reminded me that it has transformed into a world of ice and snow, and the surviving creatures have been transformed into half-elemental, half-material snowmen. However, there are only 100 snowmen left, and one death is less than one. Subai, who saw the reply, was surprised. Blessed in disguise. Is this an acquired mutation? That he sighed a few times that he had gone through untold hardships in the simulation, and now he is only a small subordinate. The squad leader has formed a special biological team. It's useless for you to guess now. It's better to take the time to go to school tomorrow and let Teacher Lee and even the principal take a look. Well, you also work harder. If you need help, let me know. Although I'm just starting out, I have a lot of ice cubes. I'll condense a resource card for you when I get a chance. Chi Lansu is very generous. Subai laughed dumbly. Different worlds have different attributes. Many world masters exchange resources with each other, but the monitor is too enthusiastic. I was just starting out, and I was thinking of giving people cards. In the initial stage, every resource is precious. Don't mess around. He replied promptly. Chi Lansu made an angry little expression. I know, it doesn't depend on your innate lack. I won't give it to others. The two continued to chat for a while, and they said goodbye after exchanging their thoughts on the creation of the world. Just after turning off the phone, Chi Lansu suddenly responded with a yeah. Oh, I'm looking for him for something else. Forget it, I'll contact you tomorrow. She closed her eyes and immersed herself in her own world. Subai never felt like 2 hours were so long. The cooling time was not refreshed until 22:11. He decisively summoned the simulator. Open 10 consecutive draws. This is the 5th simulation. Half of the 10 guarantees have passed, and the probability is very high. A cloud of words appeared in front of Subai's eyes. The next moment, a bright, distinctive orange light burst out. It's coming, it's coming. Subai's eyes widened, trying to see the effect of the talent. An extremely pleasant reminder sound appeared in the ear. Ding dong, guaranteed orange talent. Projection of the heavens is out. P.S. Ask for collections, flowers, evaluation tickets, etc. The data is so bleak. Chapter 13. Use the upgrade card, golden talent in the heavens and the world. Ask for a flower Evalu. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In front of Subai is an orange rune. The effect of it was against the sky, and it made his heart skip a beat. Projection of the heavens, orange. After carrying it, it can make the created creatures get the blessing of the powerful existence in the heavens. Bloodlines and talents mutate, until it is infinitely close to the real characters of the heavens, greatly enhancing the potential. As expected of an orange talent, extraordinary. Subai gave it a big thumbs up. he didn't hesitate to choose a talent. At the same time, a card was presented. Use the talent upgrade card. The cards in his hands suddenly turned into stars, and a burst of golden light poured into the orange talent, like gilding, sublime its essence. Ding dong! Congratulations on your successful upgrade of talent. When Subai looked at the talent again, his heart skipped a beat. All heavens and myriad realms, Golda can enable potential creatures in your world to obtain the blood, potential, and templates of the powerhouses of all heavens and all worlds. The strength is exactly the same as the original owner. If the myth is coming, as expected of a golden talent, the specific effect will have to be seen. However, today's chance of permanent curing is definitely it. Fearing that time would pass, Subai resolutely solidified the heavens and the world. Ding dong, you have been cured successfully, today's opportunities have been used up. When all this was done, Subai breathed a sigh of relief, continued to glance at the remaining 9 talents. The ghost of Cthulhu's call lingers. Apart from it, there is also a purple talent. It looks like a white talent, a super doubled version of the behemoth bonus, prehistoric behemoth. Purple. The effect is extremely strong, making the creatures have a great appetite, and the throughput capacity is greatly enhanced. The volume is increased by 100 times, and it has a wild atmosphere. This purple talent Subai has chosen. As for Cthulhu's call, Subai hesitated. The main reason is that its negative effects are too strong, and a large meteorite is summoned. Who can stand this? It's the last time. If the negative effect is still too great, it will not be carried in the future. Wait until you have enough strength to dig out the hidden plot. With 3 talents selected, Subai has never felt so broad, 1 gold and 2 purple. Start the simulation. Please confirm whether to carry items and cards. This time, Subai was confident. Load the Tentacle King, Unicorn, and Weather cards. As for the S-Class card, he thought about it for a long time, and finally decided to keep it. You can't make a fat man in 1 bite, and you can bring it next time you simulate. After everything is ready, a word appeared in front of Subai's eyes again. Start the journey of creation, open the world, you awaken the world. The Tianyuan world was born, and the first 10 kilometers of land. Early First Era, you said there would be rain, so it rained heavily. Early life has been cast, and life is nurtured in the ocean. Just as lines of text appeared, another reminder appeared. Do you want to invest in the king of tentacle monsters and unicorns now? It's too early, at least until the Second Era. And Subai also wanted to spend more time to make the meteorite come later. According to his previous analysis, the arrival of meteorites is absolutely related to the communication of cosmic news between creatures. Middle of the First Era, the proliferation of unicellular and multicellular organisms in the ocean, trilobites, mollusks, etc. The Cambrian explosion is coming again, and the talent prehistoric beasts is activated, and they are all extremely large. 8-meter and 10-meter ocean giants are everywhere. Soon, the ocean could not hold too many giant beasts, and amphibians tried to land. Late First Era, there is a race that resembles jellyfish, with tentacles and a big eye, the first to lose in the ocean. For the continuation of the race, they were the first to land successfully. Be the first creature to eat crabs. The talent call of Cthulhu was activated, and many giant beasts heard babbling in their ears. There are giant beasts that go mad and die, and there are giant beasts who endure the ravings. From the knowledge they gain, they deliberately transform themselves and evolve in strange directions. Because the giant beasts have extremely strong throughput, even plants and algae also mutate. Covers the entire Tianyuan realm like moss and lichen. Makes Tianyuanji breathing all the time. At the end of the era, the land has grown to 28 kilometers. So big, Subai was surprised. I didn't expect the co-effect of beast transformation to be so strong. With the end of the First Era, a line of small words appeared in front of his eyes. Whether to release the king of tentacle monsters and unicorns. The time is ripe, let's put it in, put some pressure on the giant beasts. Give the 2 little guys a chance to mutate. The 2 of them, after all, are the kings of the first-generation version, and they still have a lot of advantages over the rough beasts. Early part of the Second Era, you made a move, throwing the king of tentacles on the ocean and the unicorn on the land. The two monsters are like fish in water in the new environment, and the king of tentacle monsters is extremely adaptable to raving. Gained a lot of valuable knowledge from it. At the same time adapt to the version, start to become stronger and bigger. In the blink of an eye, the king of tentacle monsters has evolved into a giant, 25 meters long. Even in the ocean, it reigns supreme. One day, the king of tentacle monsters seemed to recall something, and once again used tentacles to draw strange runes in an underwater palace. Su-bai's eyelids jumped suddenly. Die again, that it was even worse in his heart, a hint of divergent paths emerges. The king of tentacle monsters instinctively constructed sacrifices according to the ravings. Do you want to continue? No. Cut off any communication with the universe, this is not something they can currently touch. Su-bai clicked with his mind, even the mother star can't get rid of it, still a swaddle baby, how to break into the dangerous sea of stars. Sure enough, this time, there was a notable change in the simulation. He shot in time and snuffed out the message that the king of tentacle monsters sent to the outside world. At the same time, with the sea as the background, your figure condenses an incarnation of divinity, warning the king of tentacle monsters and even other giant beasts, and don't take the initiative to cause disaster. The king of tentacles trembles, shivering in the ocean. Other giant beasts, and even the unicorns on the land also surrendered. Everything knows your existence for the first time. Realize the importance of leaking information to the universe and stop dying. P.S. Ask for collections, flowers, evaluation tickets, etc. The collection data is too miserable. I promise it will get better and better. There are still many legendary monsters that have not appeared, you can think of it, and there are all you didn't expect. Watch my tentacles fight against magical girls. Godzilla swept the college entrance examination. Everyone, please vote and cheer. Chapter 20 The real world is solidified, simulation evaluation, sea level. Ask for a flower evaluation. You are listening at novelfull.audio. I saw that the originally small and pitiful Tianyuan realm had grown into a big realm of 100 kilometers. The sea water surrounds the regular Earth, and a semicircular arc-shaped barrier, like a pot lid, covers the world and resists radiation and cold winds. Seeing this area, who wouldn't agree? What's even better is that there are schools of fish wandering in the sea, and the dark tentacles of a behemoth are looming in the deep sea. There seems to be a sprout in the depths of the earth. Next, Su-bai heard a series of ding-dong beeps. This time the harvest is great. He could clearly feel the joyful consciousness from the origin of the world, and there was a reborn change. Vaguely, the origin of Tianyuanji seemed to be full. Could it be that after curing the area, it is equivalent to eating the number one small meteorite? Otherwise there is no reason for it to become so big. That he guessed in his heart. If you have a chance, go to the real coordinates to see if there is that small meteorite. Ding dong. This time, a total of 8,400 creation points have been harvested, and the total has reached 11,000 creation points. Unblocking new function, the real world. You can keep the extracted and retained subordinates in the real world and make them exist forever. Ding dong. There are milestone achievements in this simulation, and the scoring system is successfully unlocked. The overall score, C+ level. You can choose one of the following rewards. 1.5 thousand creation value, 2. Card spree, 3 cards can be opened, and a B-level card is guaranteed at the bottom. 3. 1 continental shelf oscillator. It is convenient for you to end the simulation at any time, and after it is enabled, it will cause a great earthquake. And scoring rewards. Su-bai glanced at the 3 options, full of surprise. Could it be that it was too bad before, so it was not activated? However, this time the harvest is so big, it is too difficult to get a sea-level evaluation. As for reward options, the current creation value is enough. For option 3, Su-bai has black lines all over his head. It's not necessary. Choose 2. After he clicked, a big blue gift box appeared out of thin air in his mind. He didn't rush to open it. Another line of reminder text came to mind. Please choose to temporarily solidify a talent. Permanent fixation, self-comprehension does not count. Su-bai thought about it carefully. the hidden plot brought by the Call of Cthulhu is not something that can be dealt with at present, relatively speaking. On the contrary, the prehistoric behemoth is more useful. After all, big is strong. Temporary solidification of prehistoric behemoths. After the talent is solidified, another option jumps out. Please solidify one item from the following options. If you want to permanently solidify, you need to consume more creation value. 1. Superbido Beast, an extraordinary creature that has evolved to the intermediate level of bronze, extreme power, born for combat. When it starts to madness, it can kill high-level bronze creatures. It can breed races. Unicorn Fairy Beast, need consumes 500 creation points. 2. Beholder. Bronze intermediate, spiritual mutants, not low in wisdom, there is a budding civilization, and can breed a race, Evil Eye. It needs to consume 500 creation points. 3. Dozens of magical eye drops, the treasure of the Evil Eye family. Take care of your eyes, start with drips. Your 10-meter statue, palace ruins. Why is there no Lord of the Four Seas? After looking at the options, Subai asked suspiciously, could it be swallowed? God Simulator responded in time. The King of Tentacles has been fixed and will not reappear, and it currently lives in the real world. Only then did Subai turn around and look around the Tianyuan realm, which had changed 100 times. For a short time, the earth has grown into a lot of green shoots, and it seems to be full of vitality, emerging in the ocean one after another. Animals such as the Emergo SPP, clover, and other animals that were previously simulated. The most eye-catching, of course, is the 70-meter-long Lord of the Four Seas. It is wandering in the familiar and unfamiliar deep sea with a dazed expression. This is the sea. I didn't die just now. Is it a dream before? The Lord of the Four Seas swayed his tentacles. It was incomprehensible. It always feels like a lifetime, and the 2-ton little head can't figure out the reason. I can only think that it may be that the great god resurrected himself and reversed time. There was a commotion around it. The Quatos with steel forks in their hands wandered around, dancing around the leader's hands. Even the family members are resurrected. What about the other 2 old rivals? The Lord of the Four Seas raises hope, can't help but say. Praise God. Praise God. Seeing this, the Kotauyu people also shouted. This time the simulator seems to unlock a lot of functions, and Subai's creation value is enough. He asked boldly. Can you extract both at the same time? Both are potential molecules. The real world has been solidified, and past simulations have been recorded. You can extract and solidify items at any time through creation value and belief in divine power. However, creatures can only manifest once, and 2 creatures cannot appear in the same time and space. Since there is a choice, Subai is naturally. I want it all. As Subai made a choice, the icons of Beholder and Ultrapedo in the extraction column quickly disappeared. At the same time, there were familiar lights and shadows on the land of Tainuanji, which quickly materialized from the virtual. It's like coming out of the second dimension, full of flesh and blood. This is the mother world. Didn't I die in the universe? The Chowpedo beast flapped its wings and flew left and right, full of fog. Beside it, a group of unicorn beasts followed, all buzzing. Their intelligence is equivalent to that of a 5 or 6-year-old child. Not knowing what happened, I followed the leader ignorantly, with the exploration, especially the old rival Beholder. They only vaguely understood that such a miracle, only one existence can reverse time. Praise God. Subai, who was inquiring about new features, unexpectedly heard a reminder. Ding dong, faith value plus 10. There are a lot of things in the extraction column. Most of the ordinary items are of little value. That is to say, eye drops are extraordinary items. Subai thought about it and turned off the emulator. Throw yourself in and fly into the Tianyuan realm. P.S. Sorry, the update is a little late today, see me make it up. In other words, the word God itself comes from us. In order to facilitate missionary missions, Westerners directly replace the God they believe in with God. So some students don't mind.